What's up, everybody? And I'm back with another video, dropping some bombs, dropping some gems, so we could sort through this thing called the Matrix, so we could get to the truth, so we can get closer to the Most High, right, y'all? Now, if you haven't already, I just recently dropped 2 videos. And my last video talking about the Canaanite decree, TikTok has severely slowed that video down, you guys. They do not want you guys to know that information. So do me a favor, run over there, get the likes up, share the video, screenshot the Canaanite decree, because that is going to play a major role in everything we read from here on out. Okay, now we're jumping right back into the story. Okay, but we're going to be starting with Ham this time. Now, you guys know that Ham will be the Africans of today, and his descendants will be Cush, Mizraim, and Put. And the Cushites will be the Somalians or the black skinned people. Okay, Cush had a son named Nimrod. Okay, and Nimrod was one of the first demonic rulers of all the world. And let me tell you why. Ham ended up stealing Adam and Eve's garments from the Garden of Eden and giving them to his son Cush, and Cush gave it to his son Nimrod. And these garments were said to possess some type of supernatural powers, which in return gave Nimrod his hunter title. He was known as a mighty hunter, and all the animals subdued and bowed to him. And I was like, God damn, what a piece of garbage to steal Adam and Eve's clothes. But it also reminded me of something that I read long ago. It was about, I believe it was the Pistis Sophia book. And it was basically telling the story of Jesus and how he was born and all the traveling that Mary and Joseph did in preparation for his birth, because they were on the run. People were trying to kill them. And it talked about how people really wanted Jesus's baby clothes. Like, people would steal his stuff because they knew that it was anointed. They knew that, like, his baby bottle, his baby clothes, when Mary would try to take his clothes and dry them out, hang them outside, people would steal them in order to gain some type of blessing or an anointment. And side note, this also reminded me of the movie Percy Jackson and the Sea of Monsters, because in this movie, Percy Jackson had to battle the sea monsters in order to retrieve the golden fleece. This movie just kind of reminded me of Adam and Eve's garments. Nevertheless, continue the reading. It says, Nimrod stands unequaled for his symbolism of evil and satanic practices. He is credited for having founded Freemasonry and for building the legendary Tower of Babel in defiance of God. Now, if you skip down to the second paragraph here, it says that the legendary symbol for Nimrod is X. The use of this symbol always denotes witchcraft. When X is used as a shortened form, meaning Christmas, it actually means to celebrate the feast of Nimrod. A double X, which has always meant to double cross or betray. It is its fundamental meaning meant to indicate one's betrayal into the hands of Satan. And this book also goes on to say how December 25th is actually Nimrod's birthday. So when you are all celebrating Christmas, you are inadvertently celebrating the birth of Nimrod, who was a Satanist. Just to put that out there. Next, it goes on to say, Nimrod was indulging in sex orgies, child sacrifice. All type of weirdo stuff. And you know who killed him? Shem. It says Shem cut his body into pieces and sent these gory relics to the priests as a warning to cease and desist their vile practices of demonic witchcraft, which drove them underground. And it also says how they took these pieces of Nimrod's body and used them as relics and in their rituals to this day. So this should answer everybody's question on why these people do this in the dark, why they have these weird celebrity backdoor parties that nobody else knows about, right? And someone almost always comes out sexually abused or threatened or blackmailed, right? That's the Canaanite way. They started the Freemasonry all because of Shem. Shem's actions reverberate through the test of time all the way to this day. Now, let me tell you guys why Canaan is extremely hateful and jealous of his uncle Shem. Not only is it because he's cursed, and one of the curses says he has to be a servant unto his uncle Shem, but take a look at this. It says, Shem exemplifies the qualities upon which all subsequent civilizations have been built: courage, the desire to build, and the willingness to subdue those who have adopted a lower form of life. He is the Adamite who created civilization as we have known it. On the other hand, the descendants of Ham and the Canaanites exemplify the satanic urge to destroy civilization and the rebellion against God. The reason goes on to say how the will of the Canaan has been the Canaanites' prescription for all their operations during the ensuing 3,000 years. Okay? This is what they've been living by, you guys. This decree is how they have been able to get out of their curses from being slaves to us. It's because they constantly make us live in the curses, and they know that we can't sin against the Most High. He knows that. But he doesn't give us a chance to get right by the Most High. That's why he inundate us with all of his Canaanite ways in this land. And the YT people, the wild men, they got the short end of the stick because they made a deal with the Canaanites to go against us. So the reason why they suffering right now is because they took the bag from the Canaanites. Remember, they considered Israel a state in 1948. They took the bag to live deliciously. Remember, in the 1950s, they was doing good. Remember how they reminisce on how one paycheck can support a whole family of 5 and 6. Mama didn't have to work. That was their blessing over here. They don't understand that they already got their heaven. And now anybody that was a part of our slavery or enslavement is going to go into slavery. And that's what they don't know. That's what the Canaanites ain't tell them yet. Trump ain't tell them yet. But wait till he do. Just wait. And this is why the word says about 99% of the people won't be saved, because as you can see, everybody in the world except for the Negroes are Canaanites or wild men descendants. As you can see, how is the whole world quiet to the simple fact that the Catholic Church just admitted publicly that they had a role in slavery? Like, everybody is quiet as heck. It's not on national news. Nobody's talking about it. Remember all the years they told us it wasn't true, be quiet, shut up. And now, all of a sudden, he coming out admitting, yeah, we did it. Why you think that is, y'all? He know it's time. And I'm going to leave this here with you guys, okay? The last paragraph says, God expressed his will in the strongest terms to his children. He says, ye shall drive out all the inhabitants of the land of Canaan before you, and ye shall dispose of the inhabitants of the land that dwell therein. You see, you guys, we are ordained to destroy and get rid of these people out of our land. Remember, I told you in the other video how they are ordained and cursed to be uprooted. They need to get off of these lands. They don't belong here, and they need to go. But if you guys like more stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video, and I will catch you guys tomorrow.